if we are sending students out in the world with the idea that they are going to make a huge impact and be able to accomplish their goals, then I think that has to start with understanding what our world is facing and what it looks like right now.
I think that climate change has affected every community, but the way that I can think of it directly about Long Island was Hurricane Sandy. I think that this was a realization for a lot of people on Long Island because it was a really bad storm that no one predicted how bad it was going to be. Long Beach, which is a city right near me, it was hit really bad. A lot of houses were just destroyed, mostly flooded. And I actually have a family, friends, they had to move to my town because their house was destroyed.
I'm from Houston, Texas. Specifically, I'm from Southeast Houston, which is a predominantly Latino neighborhood with amazing food, rich culture, and warm people. In August 2017, Hurricane Harvey hit Houston. The city experienced a devastating flood. Homes were destroyed, the city was submerged, and lives were lost. I left for my first year at Amherst the day before the hurricane hit. And it was really hard because I didn't know if my family was going to be okay when I came back or whether I was even going to have a home to come back to.
I've lived there since I was born, and with increasing concentration and ferocity, I've seen worse and worse hurricanes happening, constantly doing more and more damage than ever before. And the most recent one I remember was Irma. And I remember for Irma, I went out to Sarasota because my uncle lives there. But a lot of my friends stayed back because it didn't seem like it was going to be that bad. I have tons of footage from friends of their homes and water just up to here on their doors from storm surge. Just when we came back to everything was destroyed. My school, there was this whole new field, this big project for our school. The whole thing was torn up and ruined. There used to be all these trees and mangroves lining the wall, they were all gone. The bleachers were tossed up and down, thrown all over the place. There was just a boat sitting on the field.
When I talk about climate change, I talk about the situation when drastically extreme winter weathers happen and we stay in the centrally air-conditioned rooms of Amherst College in our expensive, cozy clothing, then we fail to notice any change in the winter at all, whereas people out there in the street of countries and communities like Pakistan struggle to survive. They die in that winter weather in societies where fundamental rights like clothing and shelter aren't that fundamental.
If you live in Beijing, you are basically smoking a pack of cigarettes every day just for sake of being in Beijing for one day. And my city is slightly better. It's 10 pieces of cigarettes, and that's still very horrible. So yeah, right. So I'm not a smoker, but I'm kind of a smoker, I guess, just because I live in China.
I'm from Santa Barbara, and it's a pretty small community. Everyone knows everyone through someone else, pretty much. We've just had more and more fires recently over the last 5 to 10 years, where it's just been every single year there's another fire. And the most recent one that was really bad was the Thomas Fire, one of the most deadly in California's history. And it burned a lot of houses in my town, and it burned off all the shrubbery and foliage, so that they were more prone to mudslides. And then we got the big mudslide in Montecito when the rain hit. 21 people died, and I have a lot of friends who lost friends, colleagues. When I'm at Amherst, it's kind of scary to know what's going on back home. I mean, my mom would call me and be like, okay, the fire's really close, we've now evacuated or whatever's going on. I've been away at college for most of when this stuff has been happening. And you come back and things are different. People, you can see it in people's faces.
I work closely with the Office of Environmental Sustainability with Laura Drucker, the director there, and I've known about the Climate Action Plan since I've come here.
And it's really frustrating to see that there hasn't been a major step forward, and there's kind of just a stalemate where the cap exists and that's it. It exists in theory and not in practice.
Many people in Houston came together and helped each other. It was an amazing display of solidarity. This gave me hope for the future. If we can come together and help each other after the hurricanes, why can't we come together and stop them from getting worse in the first place?
I just want to say I'm not really normally involved with any of this stuff, like student action, whatever. I just wanted to show my support because this hits home with me, and I care a lot about this.
In the existence of humanity, we have an obligation to every single individual who is probably not as privileged as us.
We have the resources and ability with our extended community, all of our alumni, our board of trustees, and our donors, our administrators. All of us together have the ability and resources to get this done before 2030. And so we must be leaders and do that.
During my time at Amherst, I've received countless emails from the Office of Student Affairs reaching out to check in because of fires in California. If Amherst really cares about me, other students from California, and our connections to our homes, sending meager emails once every 2 months is not going to cut it. I want to see Amherst make a commitment to mitigating climate change, the root of fear I feel in my home and for my home when I'm here 3,000 miles away. Amherst, please commit to carbon neutrality. The Amherst College mission statement states, Amherst College educates students of exceptional potential from all backgrounds so that they may seek, value, and advance knowledge, engage the world around them, and lead principled lives of consequence. Amherst, we are here, sharing our stories, begging that you engage with the world around you. Show that you care about climate change, the millions of lives it is affecting and will affect, particularly lives of people of color and people from low-income communities. Be consequential. Thank you.